Hello everyone, welcome back to Job Skills Share, and we will start our course. Go to course Computer Lab Technician, and then we will be starting part 3 today. And once I go to Computer Lab Technician, this is where the video is going to go under, which is the lab setup and software installation part 3. And we left part 3 where we install Desktop Central, and then we haven't configured it yet. So you can come back if you have it running. Make sure you go to your start and then you click on this icon, right click on it, and if it's not running, you need to start it. You just need to open the console. Remember, we left admin password by default, so we'll go ahead and sign in. So we're on the front page, and I really like how they did in the beginning when you start things, they give you a little bit idea of how things is going to work. You need to install an agent on a client machine. What can you do to manage things? So what are some real world examples? Software, installing a software, you might get a request for a new software, so you can do it from here. You can send a patch. Maybe sometimes what happens is, like, if you put a Java like 3 months ago and now there's a big security risk, and you can put the new patch pretty easily when you have this software. So firewall services, security policies, maybe your company, your labs might require certain policies that nobody can use a USB on these computers, so you can set it up from here for all the computers and they won't be able to change it on that machine. Vulnerabilities and all that, it basically scan the system. Is there any let's say, for example, you wouldn't know if there's a security risk unless you put yourself to some kind of a system that can update you, right? But this will check it automatically. You will scan the system and tell you, oh, this machine is vulnerable because it is missing this this patch, and this system is weak or whatever. You can do it from here too. Remote control. Sometimes you might just want to work on one computer because all of the computers are working. This one student is complaining that they have something wrong with it when they open a computer, and you can remote into their computer and see what's going on. Real scenario about the wake up, shutdown, and all this stuff. Sometimes you might be working on weekends and you don't want to go there to work on it. Maybe it's nighttime, but you want to work on them to make sure everything is good. You can wake the computer up. You can shut the computer down. Stuff like that. This is real world scenarios. When you click on configuration, it also gives you a nice chart right here. What do you need to do to configure stuff? And the first part is that you need to install agent on a client machine, and then you need to do the other stuff like that. I'm just going to quickly go through the basics on it. So when you click on it, you get a pad. It tells you that you can install the agent, you can scan computers, and then it will tell you we've missing patches. And then after that, you can install it manually or you can automate the process. Software deployment, we already talked about that. You install the agent and then you configure your computer for software deployment. And it tells you what can you how can you put a software. You can put MSI exe packages, or you can already they have a built-in packages in there, pretty nice templates, so it can save a lot of time for you. Inventory, you can install the agent again and then scan asset for like it will scan your systems and tell you, okay, you have this many Windows 7, we have this many Office, we have this many softwares. You can do a reporting like that. Nice features like that, and then you get a report. So you can do all that stuff from here, and that's the main reason that I want you guys to learn about this stuff, because once you know all this individually, it's pretty easy to maintain any environment. So it could be a Linux environment, it could be any other environment. You just need to find what type of system they use, and kind of method is the same way. You need a client, you can do it without client and all that stuff. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fire up our client and we will do our first configuration. And let's go ahead and start and see how this is gonna go. We're going to log in. I think I put the wrong password. Yes. I'm just trying to make it faster by resuming the video. I will edit it later on. So we're just waiting for it to come up. Now remember, if you have a better system, it will be a little faster for you. I am just running a very low-end computer, 2 GB RAM, so a lot of people can take a benefit and start working on their computers. So now we have it running. I just want to check the IP address. You get this message when you turn it on for the first time. We'll just say it's a home network. And while that's happening, we need to check our IP address. So as you can see, it's 10.0.0.0.6. This is on the same network that my main computer is on, and I should be able to control this and start working on it. So again, to remind you, the scenario is that my main computer is like my teacher computer. It's the main computer that you wanna manage all other 20 computers. So whatever I do on the client, you're doing that on the student computers. Whatever I do on this computer, you're doing this on a master computer. So let's go ahead and see how we can manage this from this computer now. It's turned on. We know the name of this computer. If you don't know, you can go back to properties, and we know the username and the admin password is the same on this computer and this computer. Okay, so let's go ahead, open the, and you can do this from, like I say, from any computer, as long as you have the IP address and 8020 port. And I'm just waiting for it to get normal so that I can start doing things. So we're working on workgroup, and if you put your mouse on top of this, it will tell you install the desktop central agent in all the workgroup computers that have to be managed using desktop central. And that's how you can put your mouse on here and try to learn about these things, and it'll tell you what it is. It's a good way to learn things. So we're going to click on the, so the next step is to install this through the agent, which you will basically download agent here, and we will download that. You click on that, and I already did this process. I went ahead and clicked on it, and this is the file. Now, multiple ways you can get this on a client machine. You can make a share folder on this machine and then grab it from there. You can put this on a USB and then put it on the client machine, run it from there, or you can get like some kind of web server where you can access the same server and get it from there too. One way, I mean, you can try to do this. I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but let's try to do this. Log in to the same VirtualBox here, and we'll click on the IE. We'll put the IP address and then do the 8020 address, and just wanted to see if it's gonna work. That's gonna also tell you that is your web link working or not. That's another way to check that. So we'll put the IP address in here, and let's see, we go here, what's the IP address? 8020, I believe it's 10.0.0.11 8020. Ask me later. 8020. Okay, that's not working. Let's do this. If that doesn't work, it should work though. I'm not sure why it's not working right now. It might be okay. So if I put, let's say, home PC, okay, so I think I put the wrong IP address then, because it's working. As you can see, the same page that I can do from a master computer, I can do it from here. So that's another way to get the client on this machine. The easy way would be to get it on a USB, or make one image and install the client on it. Like I said, it will be easy, because when you put all the other images and the computer name is changed, then it will automatically pick it up. You will have all the computers right here. So we'll just wait for this to come up. Say enable internet settings. Do this just to make things a little faster. So this is one way, and as you can see, it's pretty slow for me. So I will just go ahead and put it on my share drive folder, and then grab it from this machine. So we can do is I can go and see what share folder do I have here by just clicking this, and I have this one. Definitely works. So backup all. I'm just gonna open that. So when I open that, I'm just gonna also open where I put the agent, which is under my download, and it's right inside this folder. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it here, Desktop Central Agent. I think I did put it. So it's in backup all now, and all I need to do is to go to this machine. I'll turn this thing off because it's taking time. That's because it's not updated and all that, so it's gonna take me more time to just do that. And you can see right here, this is my shared, and now I'm inside. If you don't know anything about sharing, you might want to check the help desk course, and there's a session file and sharing. So it's in detail. We discuss how sharing and all that work. So once you access this, you need to double click on this. And if you don't know anything about how to get it from the web and from the from the sharing, you just put it on USB, plug into that machine, and run it from there. So now we're installing the agent on this computer, and as you can see right here, look at this. For learning purposes, I'm doing this manually. And that's the difference between deployment and doing manual stuff. So if you don't know how to do deployments, this is just one instant that we are doing right now. What if this is your job, you do this every day? Then you will be doing this kind of sort of things on a machine, on one machine alone, and that's a lot of work. So that's why you need to learn about you will work the first time, you will work a little bit. I mean, this is a little work, it's just one-time work, but then once you do it, the results are pretty good. Okay, we'll just wait for this to finish up. And this video will not be 34 minutes. Don't get scared. In this one, it will be a small video because I have to take out a lot of things, edit things. I had to go somewhere, so all that stuff, we will take care of that. Alright, so installation incomplete. The installation was interrupted before managing. Then agent could be installed. You need to restart, install, or try again. Alright, that's fine. We'll do that. Double click on this. Click next. Alright, so when I ran on the second time it worked. Why did it incomplete? It depends. I mean, sometimes network might have an issue. Remember, you're installing this through a network share. So if this computer network gets down or something has happened, you turn this computer off in the middle of installation, then things can go wrong. So that's why the best way is to copy this to the machine, put it on USB, so then there's nothing like that. Those type of scenario can happen. So now our agent is on this machine right now and you don't see it here. The best way to bring it up, like I said, most of the time it will work when you restart the machine. That's the best way it will try to do things. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart this machine, and then we're gonna come back to this master machine and see if it picked it up, and can we do anything with it then, and kind of build the scenarios in real world. What kind of calls would you expect to play around with this, and how will you basically do the real world stuff. So this is a student, then you get requests coming in, let's do this, let's do that, and this is how we're gonna basically go in and do other things from now on. So let's say force restart. Is running. All right. So give it a second, you will see a little guy will pop up right here. It will start its services and everything. Okay, so you see right here, and it tells you right here the server name is home PC. That tells me that this machine can be controlled from this server right now. This is going to be the same for all the student machines, and you can start controlling. They can't do anything with it if they don't have rights to do. The only thing you can do is to apply configuration, scan and upload patch details. These are the things. This will be automatically done for the first time. So because in that when we were installing the agent setting, is that when you install the agent, it will scan the system and grab information from this system. So what we need to do now to check the server and see how things are going to be from there on. So let's go ahead and do that. My system is acting really slow at this point, so I'm going to be keep pausing the video, turning it on again to make things a little faster. So at this point right now I'm refreshing my server link. So basically you will refresh it and see if you get the agent on the server. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and sign in. So you get this page. Basically you will see what computer is there. So right now it says yet to connect. That means probably it's trying to do the configuration right now. So one thing you can do is to kind of make sure that things are working. You can just say scan, do the scan and upload inventory. So basically it will update the information to the server, and then you can do more with it. We just want to make sure that our machine is on this server, and then the rest we will do one video per each section. So we will create a scenario, and then we will try to solve that scenario by patch management. Then one scenario will be about software deployment, then another scenario will be about inventory, tools, and we'll cover all that, so then you guys can basically learn from the scenario, real world scenarios. You guys can close this once you know to see the configuration, then you can just close this and it will give you the options after when you close this. To send information to my master machine, which is the back one, and you will see the information here. It takes a little while, especially when you do like 20 computers. You need to wait a little bit for it to see on your system, probably like 10-20 minutes. Okay, so what I did, I went ahead and closed the Firefox, and then right clicked and opened the web console again, because it was running really slow. Just one thing to keep in mind, that when you do this on a real environment, you need a good machine with some good memory to be running server type of stuff that can take information and then deploy informations. This is a great example for you guys that you can't use a computer with less memory and all that, so it'd be nice if you get a good computer to do all this stuff on that, because that machine is taking a lot of load from other computers. You try to do things, you try to update things, so we're still waiting for data to come over from that machine. Still didn't get a good. So let's see what's going on. To patch management, see if we have the machine in there. Usually it will show right here in the summary, but it might not be updating that correctly. But let's go and check it out. And what you can do here, manage system right here. That's a good sign right here, because it tells you that this system is working. It's under this machine right here. So let's do this all system. I want to see what's under it, and there's no patch report, generator summary. Okay, so at this point we'll find out that is this machine getting updated, is this under this server, can we update it. So right now you can see here it says manage system, and that should be our student computer. There you go. So this green sign is good. Actually I can status is up, and what all it needs to do right now is to scan things and get information out, and then you will see how many patches is missing and all that stuff. That's something we're going to cover in part 3. But just to let you know, I had to pause the video so many times, refresh the server sometimes, restart the virtual system to get it working. Now in most of the cases, if you have a good system that's have a nice memory and everything, this stuff is pretty fast, and you can do this one time, and once you have this green light coming in and everything is running, you're in a good shape. Then from here on we can do all other stuff like patch management, software inventory, tools, and other stuff. Alright, see you guys in the last video, and we'll see you in part 4. Thank you. Bye.